Hi, Michael Buffer here, and let's get ready for FM Boxing Media.
Morgan here from FM Boxing Media, brought to you by the High Protein Company and For You Hair Products. And today I am joined by the one and only Billericay Bomber in Billericay. George Liddard, how you doing?
Couldn't be a more iconic place, could there, for this interview with the Billericay Bomber at Billericay Town Football Club. Thanks for having me on. Obviously, big news came end of last week, and I'm very excited for the fight.
Yeah, big news. Obviously, you told me about a month before that this could be next. You weren't 100% sure. You was hoping for it, but pen's put to paper now. The fight's signed. You're cool. How you feeling?
Yeah, I feel great, man. I can't wait. This is everything I've ever worked for, you know. And there was a few things that could have jeopardised the fight, you know, mandatories, things like that. So I didn't want to talk too soon, but you know, the pen was put to paper, and I'm very, very glad that this fight's been made. Cannot wait. I feel like, you know, this is what I was destined for. These big nights headlining, and some atmosphere there's going to be at York Hall come October 17th.
Yeah, so obviously you've said that you want 1,000 tickets. You reckon you could sell York Hall out? This place is going to be absolutely booming. They're saying the likes of Jimmy Sains could be on the undercard. There could be loads of ticket sellers there. How much do you reckon this is going to hold? How much do you reckon the atmosphere is going to be taken off the roof? What do you reckon's actually going to go on that night? Because I can't see this place holding the amount of people that are needed for this fight.
The roof's going to be coming off this place, no lie. We're going to have some good... The undercard's yet to be announced, can't spoil nothing, but we're going to have some good ticket sellers, some great fights on the undercard as well, so very excited for them to be announced. Yeah, I probably could have sold the place out myself, to be honest, at this rate. Honestly, the support's been overwhelming. Cannot believe how many messages I've had for tickets. Like, I've already smashed the most amount of tickets I've ever done in my life in the first 72 hours I had. So, wow, it's been unbelievable. And, you know, for a British and Commonwealth fight, you know, I'd expect to have my biggest turnout, but this has been amazing. October 17th can't come quick enough. Can't wait to see you all there. Mate, it's like the atmosphere is going to be pounding. Like, I don't even know how they're going to fit this many people in York Hall, right? It's crazy. It's actually crazy. The demand for tickets is mental, and like, it's going to come to a point where it's going to sell out like very fast, and be fast, I guess, otherwise you'll miss out. You'll have people trying to climb in through the windows.
Yeah.
That's how much demand there is for this fight, and you know, I feel privileged to be a part of the main event.
Yeah, so anyone who works on security, watch that back door.
Yeah.
Make sure you're watching very closely. But obviously York Hall, iconic venue, but Eddie Hearn ain't done too much there recently. Matchroom ain't done too much at York Hall. Obviously, a lot of their fights have become bigger than York Hall nowadays, but your fight, how happy are you that it's at such an iconic place for a British title, probably the mecca of British boxing? How happy does it make you feel that you could win the British title in the best British venue that you can be at?
No, look, listen, I see an interview where Eddie was talking about it. You know, we probably could have done copper box for a fight this big, especially with some of the fights that are going to be on the undercard. But like he said, he hasn't done a show there for a long time. You know, I'm East London roots, my family from East London. I've got a big West Ham support. You know, to fight at York Hall and to win arguably one of the most iconic belts, you know, especially as a British boxer. The Lonsdale belt's one of the most iconic British belts you can win. So to win that, like you say, the home of boxing, it's like a dream come true for me, you know, and all the hard work is paying off, and I'll show that on October 17th.
Yeah, and are you quite shocked, because obviously with the British title you've got to defend it 3 times, then you get to take it home, you get to put it on your mantelpiece. Are you quite shocked that this fight's come about so quick for Kieran Conway after only just winning it, really?
Do you know what? It's like, it's one of them fights. I feel like after the way it went on, I think it was May 17th, actually, I feel like it was a fight that had to be made. You know, everyone was talking. The fight was just before mine. I have the Commonwealth silver. It was a British title eliminator. It only made sense to make that fight next. So, yeah, I'm very excited. And I think he kind of had no option in a way. You know, it was like, well, who else is he going to fight? You know, he had to fight me. Do I necessarily think he wants to fight me? Maybe not. I think it's, you know, high risk and relatively potentially low reward, because I'm not a big name yet. I have no doubt I will be, but I'm not the biggest name in British boxing or world boxing yet. But is it high risk? Yes, it's high risk, because you're getting in there with an animal on October 17th. You know, I leave no prisoners. I cannot wait. There will be no stone unturned in this fight. Yeah, October 17th can't come quick enough.
Yeah, you've obviously shared the stage once before, Fisher Allen undercard. You was there with each other around the media days, all that sort of stuff. Was there any tension there at that point, or was it just half look, we're going to be in the ring with each other soon, look away again?
There weren't too much. Obviously, once the fight was said and done, and we both played our part in making this fight happen, because we both got, devastating wins. There was definitely, a few looks backstage. We knew what was next. We knew what was next. I knew this was next, and I knew what I was destined for. So, yeah, like I say, I am very excited, very privileged to say that this fight's next for me. And listen, Conway's a good fighter. I have respect for what he's done in his career, but come October 17th, there's no respect. And it's get the job done by any means, and that is what I will do. I will be walking home British and Commonwealth champion. I sat down end of last year, just before the huge boxing show that Charlie did, and I said by the end of next year I'll be a British and Commonwealth champion. And look where we are. We're in this position. We're fighting for it, and I have no doubt in my mind that I will be victorious.
Yeah, I think I've actually got a clip of you saying that in one of my interviews as well, because that was the first time we actually met each other at that huge boxing show. That was obviously at your call, and you've done a huge amount of tickets for that.
Yeah.
And obviously that card had a good undercard on it as well, a good local undercard, but this one is Matchroom. It's a little bit bigger.
100%.
Obviously everyone's going to want to be there for this one. But I've just mentioned, obviously you two were on the same card. You've also only got one opponent in common that I've seen, Derek Azazi, albeit he boxed him 6 years before. But you've got a W next to your name and he's got an L next to his. Is that anything that you can tell from in that, or because it was so long ago, does it not really matter too much?
Look, I think from any point of view, it's a positive. I've beat a man that's beat him. Do I think that affects anything when it comes to the fight? No. I think, I beat him because I'm the better fighter, regardless, whether he's beat someone that I had a close fight with. None of that matters. Styles make fights, and I have what it takes to beat him, and I know that. And the way I'm going to work in the gym, there ain't a man alive that could beat me come October 17th. This is the beginning of a new era in the middleweight division. Mark my words. This fight elevates me onto big things, I can't wait to get to that world level, so this is another fight in my way. So yeah, there's going to be an animal in there October 17th. Like, I've prepared for every fight diligently. I've put the work in. I never leave a stone unturned, but this fight means something else to me. There's even more there for me. There's that fire in my belly. Like, I cannot wait to make a statement October 17th. It's not just about winning those belts. It's about bringing them home in style. So yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, and obviously talking about the night you shared the stage, you've now got a teammate out of that night. Johnny Fisher just joined the stable. Obviously a massive announcement for Tony Sims, massive for Johnny as well. Have you seen much of Johnny down there? Obviously see he was there with you the other day. Have you spoke to him much about what's going on in the future?
Yeah, no, we've shared the gym a fair few times already. Obviously Johnny's learning with Tony. He's had his session straight after mine a few times. So, me and Johnny have known each other around the game for years. We've boxed on quite a few undercards together. One of the ones I remember strongly is the O2 on the Joshua undercard. I think he fought for the Southern area, won the Southern area that night. Armstrong, we see each other quite a lot that fight week. So me and Johnny were already very familiar with each other. But yeah, obviously going to be even more familiar now, training alongside eeach other. And yeah, I'm sure he's got some news coming soon. And yeah, I'm excited. I think our stable's quickly turned into, a full-on Essex fest. We're all from Essex pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's great. We've all got very like minds, and we all want big things in this sport. So to train around that with someone as experienced as Tony, it's something money can't buy. And I'm very privileged to be a part of the Matchroom stable.
Yeah, because obviously you've got Craig Richards just come back to the stable.
Yeah, South London boy. He ain't quite Essex, but he's a converted Essex boy. That's what we call him.
Yeah, so you've got Craig Richards there. You've got Conor Benn, even after the loss, saying he's completely trusts Tony. He's ready for the rematch if it does come. You've got all these people that are believing in Tony Sims. How much does that help you when your coach is being regarded as highly as he is at the moment?
Listen, the proof's in the pudding. You look up in the wall in our gym, how many champions he's created. British champions, world champions. We've had some great fighters out of our gym. Anthony Joshua, Ricky Burns, Kevin Mitchell. Great fighters. John Ryder, Joe Cordina. So many champions that how can you not trust in him? The man knows what he's doing. And as you can see with my career so far, if you look at many prospects, I'm moving faster than anyone. And let's be real, I've done it with relative ease. There's been a couple tough nights, like there's going to be, where I've learnt a lot. But look how I always bounce back and have a strong performance. So you'll see October 17th. I'm not here to play around. I know I'm 23. I know I'm young. I've got all the time in the world. But why wait around? Let's get to work. You know, I got plenty of time, so I can make a big mark in boxing. And with Tony, you know, obviously when I first turned pro, I was young. I only had 4 amateur fights. I was 4 senior amateur fights, should I say?
Yeah.
I didn't have 4 amateur fights. I've been boxing since a kid. So yeah, I needed someone with experience in my team, and to have Tony take me on, you know, from the start, it's been incredible. And what a ride it's been so far. It's gone so fast, to be honest with you. Like, I can't believe I've been a pro. I've been a pro nearly 3 years, I think, in November. So how quick has it gone? And I can't imagine how quick the next 3 years is going to go. So you've got to try to treasure every moment, you know. And I have such a strong team around me now. I feel like every part of my team, when it comes to the nutrition, the S&C, every part of my team now is very experienced and a true professional in what they do. So how can I not be confident?
Yeah, and you said the gym's become a bit of an Essex fest. Can't
It
get
has.
more Essex than Joey Essex, can it?
Exactly. Yeah, do you know what? Kind of a new addition to the gym too. Like, he's always been around,
Yeah.
but you know, he's really started to take this seriously now and got a fight, as you see, August 30th on the Misfits card, which hopefully I'll be attending. Yes, it's a full-on Essex fest. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's an Essex boy. What's it called? It's an Essex boy, like, I don't even know the word for it. Do you know what I mean? It's,
There's no word that can
there's
explain
no
what's
word that
going
can
on in
explain
there.
what's going on. It's yeah, it's a full-on Essex party basically, and we're all doing well, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I asked Craig Richards the other day. I said, we've obviously seen the Conor Ben sparring footage with Joey. Craig said he don't take liberties like
Nah.
Conor Ben. Have you thought about stepping in there, giving him a couple little
I've had-
jabs, proving a little bit? Or?
I've had a few rounds with him, but listen, I'm trying to help him. You know, I'm not in camp. I'm not trying to get the work in.
Yeah.
It was a few weeks back, so it was more about helping him. You know, it was nice to get punched in the face again a little bit, to be honest. You know, letting him have a little dig and trying to show him a few things. Yeah, and I think, you know, he learns a lot from that. I think he's done it with me, he's done it with Jimmy, he's done it a few of them. So, like, I think you learn a lot from that. An experienced operator in front of you, telling you what you can see, the little gaps I can see, the openings, what maybe he could do better. I think he really does pick up a lot from that. And I've seen the past few weeks him go from here to up here. You know, he's really developing, and the confidence is coming too, which I think is a big thing for novices. You know, so yeah, I'm excited to see what he does, and I think in that scene he can do very well.
Yeah, and obviously he had the confidence the other day on stage.
Yeah.
Fella in the eyes, tell him what he's going to do.
Called him a beanhead a few times as well. I hope you're watching this, Joey.
But obviously, October is completely what your mind's set on. You said to
100%.
me, British title, Commonwealth over your shoulder. Obviously, we're going to try and link up after the fight.
100%.
So shout out to Matty Lawless, please give me a media pass.
Matty, come on, sort the man a media pass.
But yeah, hopefully get a media pass. We'll go down to the changing room we first met in, and hopefully
100%,
get
yeah.
a video of you with both belts over your shoulders.
100%. Now, listen, I can see it already. The only thing I can picture is me with a British and Commonwealth come October 17th. So let's make it a reality. These are what dreams are made of, you know. And I feel like, you know, I just want to make my family proud, and I know my dad's gonna be very proud after this one. That and my sponsors too. You know, the people that supported me from the beginning, the people that have come on board since. You know, I couldn't do what I do without them. So to go and win a British and Commonwealth, I feel like it's a true, you know, it's a return on value, as a return on investment as such. You know, they're seeing me go on to big things, and I'm pleased to have them all there. And to my supporters too, the Liddard Army, everyone who gets behind me, the group chat's growing strong. It's crazy right
So
now.
I did see that group chat joining link, and I thought, I don't know if I can because
It is crazy
my phone will
right
blow
now.
up.
Listen, you got to mute your notifications in there. It goes crazy in there. So I can't thank all of them enough. Each and every one of you buy a ticket to my fights, and you know, some people have followed me around the world. They followed me to Vegas. They followed me around the country, up to Leeds, to Sheffield, to Liverpool. You know, early days, and I can't thank all of you enough. And all of you that are coming on board, expect a vicious performance October 17th, and I hope to see you at the one after too.
Yeah, and talking of your sponsors, there's one thing I've got to talk about. You jumping out that car and banging the punch bag the other day. Was that first take? Honestly.
No, that was
it
first take. That was first take.
Great punch.
That was listen, any video you've seen of that, I've not redone it. I've hit it, said what I've had to say, done what I've had to do, and we drove off.
Sped
Done
off.
what we've had to do. So, listen, I've got dynamite in these hands. I ain't got to worry about no second takes, third takes. Don't worry about that.
And if I was going to ask you to give one last message down the camera to your opponent and to your fans and your family for the next fight coming up, what would it be?
Expect the best Jules Liddard you've seen yet. Nothing less. It's going to be way more than you've seen before. I'm excited to put on a show for you all.
George, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you during fight week and on fight night.
Appreciate it, brother.
I'll see you soon.
I'll catch you then.
Cheers, mate.